Great things are happening in the UFC 295. Alex Pereira versus Yeri Prochazka. The both fighters are super interesting to watch. The both fighters are one of the best strikers in the UFC, and this is a fight between two lions. This fight is super hard to predict. Prochazka defeated Glover at June 2022 last year, and he became the light heavyweight champion of the world. During the fight, he sustained an injury that kept him out of the octagon for 1 year and 6 months. And yes, Yeri Prochazka had 29 fights in MMA, 3 losses, and his knockout ratio is 96%. Yeri Prochazka is a knockout artist. Is known for his technical knockout abilities. Yeri Prochazka doesn't have a fighting style. He has no fundamental way of fighting. He's super hard to predict. He's a knockout artist, and Yeri Prochazka can knock you out with a punch. Yeri Prochazka can knock you out with his knees. Yeri Prochazka can knock you out with a roundhouse kick. Yeri Prochazka can win you by submission. So Yeri Prochazka is really very hard to predict. The way his opponent fights is what determines his fighting style. He comes into the octagon to download the data of his opponent, and he responds to whatever his opponent brings. That is how Yeri Prochazka fights, basically. But Alex Pereira, on the other hand, he is known for his fundamentals. Alex Pereira is methodical. Alex Pereira is also a knockout artist. When it comes to knockouts, Alex Pereira is one of the most ferocious knockout artists in the UFC. He's heavy-handed and is very, very technical. Alex Pereira is rangy and also one of the greatest kickboxer in the UFC, in my opinion. The best leg checkers as well. Alex Pereira, he had 8 fights in MMA, 2 losses, with just 1 loss in the UFC and 6 fights in UFC. He is the former middleweight champion with just 6 fights, and now he is contesting for the light heavyweight champion of the world. And Alex Pereira is going to go down as the first UFC fighter to ever become a champion in 2 divisions in the space of 2 years with just 6 fights. That is incredible. No one has ever done it. I don't see anyone doing it. Yeri Prochazka is unpredictable. He doesn't really have a style of fighting. Sometimes he creates an opening by putting himself in a dangerous position. Of fighting with the style of fighting, I believe it's going to cause a lot of confusion and trouble for Alex Pereira. But I see Alex Pereira knocking him out because of his precision and power. Alex Pereira is going to also cause a lot of damage to the front leg of Yeri Prochazka. We saw what he did to Jan Blachowicz and Adesanya. The both fighters are supposed to be one of the greatest leg checkers in the UFC. Look at what Alex Pereira did to them. He is definitely going to cause more damage to the legs of Yeri Prochazka, and that is going to impede his speed, defense, and movement. And this is one thing that everybody should consider. Yeri Prochazka has been out for 1 year and 6 months now. Due to the injuries sustained against Glover. And we are not sure if Yeri Prochazka is going to ever be the same again. And we are not sure if Yeri Prochazka has fully recovered from the injury. This might also be an hindrance for Yeri Prochazka.